Hi, Tom Britt coming to you live from Lawrence, Indiana. This time we're actually at Fort Benjamin Harrison at David Weekley Homes, our host for the month. I'm joined as usual with the good friends from the Greater Lawrence Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Trace Yates, of course the mayor on the flanking us on the end, Mr. Steve Collier, and we're also joined today by Michael Ludke, who's with David Weekley Homes. So thanks for hosting us.
Thank you for having me.
Beautiful home, by the way. We just came in off the steps. Right here in Fort Harrison. Describe where we are for people who are watching this.
We are right in the middle of Benjamin Fort Harrison, and very unique location, a lot of history. Just a great place to be. It's growing, so we're excited to be part of it.
You've been building here since 15, right? Like late 2015?
Late 2015, yes, sir.
So how many homes are here right now? Do you know?
We're probably around 60-something homes in here that are finished.
Wow. And you've got a groundbreaking this week for some more?
We do. We have another section. We'll have 60 more home sites, probably late this year delivery, early next year. So we're excited.
Wow. And Mayor, homes like this cool in Fort Bend, you got to be proud of that, because there hasn't been a house built here in like 500 years, and they come in and start building these beautiful homes. What's that like for Lawrence?
When they started in late 2015, well, I started in early 2016. So as Weekley has grown, I've got a chance to be able to see what an impact it's had on this area. Of course, as you can see, the homes are extremely high quality homes, and they're selling like hotcakes. And so the growth of David Weekley Homes within this facility right here has been huge for the city of Lawrence. It's also adding to a lot of other additional economic development, economic growth in and around this area, not just on Fort Harrison, but certainly out there on Pelton Pike too. So it's having kind of an overwhelming impact on us right now.
And Trace, from the Chamber's perspective, you're always focused on the businesses in Lawrence.
Sure.
But here you've got people building homes. That's all part of that quality of life we talk about with Chambers, right?
Oh, absolutely. First, David Weekley is a member and a participating member of the Chamber for sure.
They pay their dues, which is
They pay
great.
their dues, which is great. They participate in lots of events, but you're exactly right. There's a real story of placemaking that's happening here at the village of in Fort Bend, and David Weekley is a huge part of that story for sure.
And so from the David Weekley side of things, how much does a house like this cost? I mean, if nobody's ever been here before and you drive by and you see these, what's the price range on these houses?
Well, we started in the 240s. Our average sales price after options and that sort of thing is right around 260s, 270s.
Well, that's not bad. How many square feet are we looking at? 2,000 or so?
This
or?
house is probably close to 2,000 that we're in.
Of course, they got to love the house, but they also have to love the area. So what are you hearing from people that build these homes? Are they just like the proximity to Triton Brewery, or they like the park? I mean, what is it that draws them to this area?
Well, it's all the above.
All the above.
Some people buy in here because they like the history. Some people obviously all like the park. But with all the new businesses coming up where you can walk and dine and kind of have a good Friday and Saturday night or whenever, the YMCA being close by.
Right.
I mean, it's all the things the fort's about, and it's growing. We're growing with it. So people enjoy living here. And it's walkable, so they can walk to every town.
That's something you can't get in any other city, right?
I got to say, I've got two
You got to
friends.
plug yourself here.
Well, them too. I've got two friends who have moved into Weekley Homes just in the last couple of years. Ken and Sean Brown, who I've known for over 30 years. Administrators, and one in Washington Township and one in Carmel. And then my controller, actually Jason Fenwick, bought a home here about 6 months ago. He still has his home in Anderson, by the way, but he basically bought a home here because he didn't think he could lose. Not only are these high quality homes, but if he's there as long as I'm there, which is hopefully going to be a little while longer, he's not worried about reselling it either. I know that these homes are in high demand, and I think this is fairly accurate that you actually are selling the homes before you even have the lots actually finished, I believe. So they're attracting a lot of. I think you talked about earlier all different levels. As a mayor, I want to bring young people and young families into the city of Lawrence. That's how we grow. This seems to be a nice fit for them.
That's awesome. And so from David Weekley's portfolio, you guys build all over the city, right? I mean,
We do.
This isn't just something that happens in Lawrence only. So how does this fit into your portfolio of all the homes you do around the city? I mean, are you mimicking this in other places too, or is this kind of unique?
Well, this is the first location we built these homes, but it's brought a lot of attention from other places, other cities around here and towns that they like it. They weren't aware of this type of products. We kind of brought it to the market, and we've got a lot of attention, and it's opened some other doors for us in other locations as well for this product.
So it's a first, right? It's
a
kind of
first.
pioneering it right here in Fort Bend.
This village concept is kind of cool if you think about it. I mean, like I said, you mentioned Triton Brewery up there. We've got Giacomo's Pizza. We've got several different restaurants, and you can literally walk to do anything you want to in here. And of course, the state park is a quarter mile that way. Want to go over there, beautiful state park, and walk on their trails. Everything's right here. I think that's really what people are looking at nowadays.
That's awesome. And Trace, from the chamber's perspective, is this encouraging other businesses that want to come here too, and after seeing success these guys are having?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's all part of what's happening in the fort proper. Certainly, with part of the dialogue around business. I'll circle back to the term placemaking I used a few moments ago. That's a big part of the narrative. Case in point, we just had a meeting yesterday with a tech-based company. There's a real tech hub happening here at Fort Bend. And the fact that employees can live and walk and reside in this village concept, that is a big part of a story that's being developed here.
And this house is beautiful. I mean, this
And
is
they're
like,
beautiful.
what's it, 10-foot ceilings, 11-foot ceilings? I mean, these are tall ceilings. If I was a NBA star, it might even be more appealing to me, but I'm not.
There's lots of headroom here for me.
We can put some taller shoes on if that makes you feel better. But no, this is a wonderful house. If you guys have not checked it out yet, what's the best way to find these homes online? Is it to go to your davidweekleyhomes.com website? Is that the best way to get hold of you guys?
That is correct, and then search through Indianapolis, and we've got this community and others they can look at as well.
So if you don't like this one necessarily, there's other ones, but you might go somewhere else and didn't even know this was here. You might want to come down to the fort and check out these beautiful homes down here. Mr. Mary, parting shots. Well, we have a golf tournament or something coming up, don't we?
Yeah, we have the
Trace?
Chamber Golf Night coming up here shortly, which I'm actually going to be able to play in that one this year. So
You are?
It's been a while, so I'll look out ahead. Just stay in the fairway and you'll be safe on the tee box. But no, we're looking forward to participating in there. And Trace has been certainly area used to work with in terms of the chamber and the number of people that are now. I think you've got more members than you've had for quite some time.
Yeah, we're growing.
So it's a big outing, and it's a great place to actually kind of rub elbows and schmooze around with people out of the business owners.
June 25th, Hillcrest Private Club. Kind of a treat to play a private club. We're going to do a broadcast, I think.
We are going to broadcast live
So,
before the tournament starts off. Who's the beer sponsor for that? Is Elite Beverages involved in this
I'm
anyway?
guessing Elite Beverage, but Monarch's probably in there too.
Monarch, Elite. Yeah, I can't leave Ray out of
Two
the
great
picture.
resources.
He'll be sneaking the bourbon onto the course on the second turn. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for hosting us. This is a wonderful home. I would highly recommend if you're looking for a new home and you're in that $240 to $280 price range and you're having trouble finding an existing home, come down here. They can build them. What does it take you, a week to build this thing? What, 2 weeks?
No, we're not that good.
Okay,
We're pretty
well.
good, but not that good.
But you can get you in before
pretty
fall,
fast.
before winter, right?
Sure we can.
Get you in before winter because they'll approve the permits, right, Mayor? You'll
Right
approve
away.
the permits, get them right through.
Okay.
We'll just
He
grease the
knows- he
skids
knows
all we
somebody.
can.
He knows somebody.
All right, well, thanks for joining us. Look for us next month. We'll be broadcasting live from the Greater Lawrence Chamber of Commerce golf outing. And until then, check us out online at the Geist magazine. If you like the page, you'll be alerted as soon as we go live. Thanks, everybody.